For today's little adventure, we're going to read Halloween Goodnight by Doug Cushman. Halloween Goodnight by Doug Cushman. When day turns into night with stars overhead, all mamas and papas tuck their kids into bed. But if you were a monster on Halloween night, how would you wish your mama and papa good night? If you were a werewolf on the moor's muck and mire, near an old gypsy cart and a smoldering fire, with a full yellow moon shining in its ghastly moonlight, how would you tell your hairy papa good night? Yow, yow. If you were a creature in the dark black lagoon, snug in your swamp, neath a watery moon, gurgling bubbles as you snuggle in tight, how would you tell your skelly mommy good night? Glug, 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 glug. If you were a mummy in a sarcophagus bed, wrapped in linen from your toes to your head, what would you say in the orange torchlight? How would you wish your mummy good night? I cannot read hieroglyphics, but that's what it would be. If you were a skeleton in a graveyard of stones, clackling and rattling all your dry bleached oak bones, yawning a yawn in the ivory moonlight, how would you tell your bony daddy good night? Clickety clackety clack clack, clickety clackety clack clack. If you were a ghost haunting a castle and moat, rattling thick chains and making underpants float, when you stopped all your moaning and screeching in fright, how would you tell your phantom papa good night? Boo boo, boo boo. If you are a witch with a bubbling brew of frog hairs and warm feet and the tongue from a shoe, when this foul-smelling potion is seasoned just right, how do you tell your black kitty good night? If you were a vampire in your box in the tomb, as your papa the bat flaps his wings round the room before he flies off to find something to bite, how would you tell your sharp-finged papa good night? Screech, screech. If you were an alien in a spaceship from Mars, exploring some galaxies, planets, and stars, snug in your sleep tube traveling faster than light, how would you tell your Martian mommy good night? I can't speak that language, but here you go, kids. Across the whole world, monsters short, thin, and round, and castles, lagoons, and deep underground tuck their kids into bed and pull the blankets up tight. So how do you tell your mommy and papa good night? Good night, glug glug, buenas noches, boa noite, boo boo, bonne nuit, good knock, hee 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 hee, clickety clackety clack clack, screech, good night, bon notte, yahoo. Good night, sleep tight.